Today I have some facts about Haru Okumura from Persona 5. There will be a lot of spoilers for this one, so you have been warned. Haru Okumura is a third-year high school student at Shujin Academy and is the daughter of Kunikazu Okumura, who becomes the fifth target of the Phantom Thieves. Her birthday is December 5th, making her a Sagittarius. Haru is the heiress of Okumura Foods, owner of the Big Bang Burger restaurant chain. Her father is the CEO of the company. The company originally started as a cafe created by Haru's grandfather, who didn't care much about profit, even giving away free meals to those who couldn't afford it. But eventually, the cafe shut down and her father took over as president, this time prioritizing profits over people. The company became a fast food chain and grew rapidly thanks to Kunikazu's guidance, even opening branches overseas. But he eventually became corrupted, greedy for money and power, even creating the family motto, "Overcome failure at all costs, even if it means betraying others." While Kunikazu used to genuinely care for his daughter, by the time the events of the game begins, he had grown so corrupt and ambitious that he was willing to do anything he can do to gain absolute power. Haru didn't mind at first, despite the fact that he was overworking employees. Eventually though, she herself became a bargaining chip for his ambitions, in which she was forced into an arranged marriage with the son of a prospective associate of her father's, Sujimura, for the sole reason that his status will allow Kunikazu to achieve presidency. While arranged marriages are not uncommon in Japan, Sujimura himself is a highly abusive, abrasive, and controlling playboy who sees no issue in polygamy, effectively putting Haru's well-being at stake. Haru is generally very shy and reserved. At school, she is viewed as eccentric due to her tendency to keep to herself and avoid contact with others as much as possible. She has serious trust issues, finding it very difficult to differentiate between who truly values her as a friend and who merely wants to use her for her family status. This is due to her past, where not only friends but adults and even teachers would be kind to her just to please her father and smile at her for their own personal gain. As someone raised under the teaching of "do as you're told," Haru often lets other people decide for her, even describing herself as someone who's not adept at saying what's on her mind, yet she's very aware that this isn't how she wants to live her life. Despite this, Haru is mature, level-headed, and kind in almost every way. She enjoys helping the Phantom Thieves, as she becomes delighted when she learns that her hobby of vegetable growing can prove useful to the group's activities. She wishes to be seen as dependable by them, but often worries that she may not be doing good enough, and can be fairly self-deprecating when she expresses that doubt. After stealing investigation documents from Sai's laptop, the Phantom Thieves discover that Okumura has been benefiting from his rival's deaths from the mysterious mental shutdowns and psychotic breakdowns. Okumura's change of heart request ranking in the Phantom Aficionado website also suddenly surges with loads of comments against his business practices, but the Phantom Thieves become indecisive about reforming Okumura, causing a falling out. The Phantom Thieves first encounter Haru in the Metaverse. She uses the alias Beauty Thief and is allied with Morgana, who has temporarily left the Phantom Thieves after the falling out. At first, Haru is reluctant to team up with the other Phantom Thieves, saying she can't cooperate with people who don't know what they want to do, and calls them out for turning their backs on their own teammates when their goal is supposed to be to help the weak. After her real desires are brought to light, however, she changes her mind and decides to team up with the thieves to change her father's heart from mistreating his employees, as well as getting her out of her arranged marriage. As a Phantom Thief, Haru's codename is Noir, formerly Beauty Thief. Her outfit consists of a dark purple cavalier hat with a feather plume tucked into a royal purple hat band, a long-sleeved pale pink blouse with a white neck jabot held there by a red gem pin, a black corset vest with gold buttons, bloomers that match her hat band, blank pantyhose, and a holster belt carrying ammo and lace-up pumps, finished with a pair of violet gloves. And her mask is a simple black mask. Her weapons of choice are an axe and a grenade launcher. And in the special paired move Showtime, Noir's Showtime is with Mona and Queen. Haru's arcana is the Empress. She shares this arcana with Yukino Mayazumi in Persona 1, Mitsuru Kirijo in Persona 3, and Margaret in Persona 4. Haru first awakens to her persona off-screen when she first meets Mona in the metaverse, but it is so weak it doesn't even have a physical form. This is due to her still being reluctant to oppose her father. Her full awakening happens when she learns that her father has no illusions of the kind of man her fiancé is and is willing to use her and others to get what he wants.
Farewell, dear father! I am no longer your subservient puppet!
Her initial persona is Milady, based on the fictional character Milady de Winter from the novel The Three Musketeers. Branded with a fleur-de-lis symbol, she used many aliases to control nobility and get her revenge. Her second awakening is Astarte, a Middle Eastern goddess of fertility. Many scriptures note her folklore, and there is even a mention of her as the Queen of Heaven in the Bible. And her third awakening is Lucy, one of the few personas in the series based on a historical figure, the Countess of Carlisle. Her character and duplicitous actions are considered the inspiration for the character Milady in The Three Musketeers.
Sayonara, お父様。私はもうあなたには従わない。I bid you farewell, father. I'm no longer your subservient puppet.
In the Japanese, Haru is voiced by Haruka Tamatsu. She is best known for her roles as Asuna in Sword Art Online, 02 in Darling in the Franxx, and Kyoko Hori in Horimiya.
前に言いましたよね。お父様のために私なりに最善を尽くすと。これがその答えです。
In the English dub, Haru is voiced by Xanthi Huyn. She is best known for her roles as Ui Hirasawa in K-On!, Placidite in Cells at Work, and Takina Inoue in Licorice Recoil.
Nothing's changed. I want to make you proud, but I must do it in my own way. This is your answer!
Haru was originally supposed to be fragile like her character design suggests, similar to Fukuyama Gishi in Persona 3. Haru's confidant route revolves around her trying to become more involved in Okumura foods by developing ways to use the produce she grows in order to eventually create a cafe chain much like her grandfather once did, while also trying to deal with Sujimura, who's threatening her with their marriage agreement made with her father previously, which he states is still legally binding. Haru is left-handed. In combat, however, she uses her grenade launchers with a right-handed stance and is seen using chopsticks and the likes, implying a level of ambidexterity. Haru shares some similarities with another Persona 3 character, Mitsuru Kirijo. Both have personas of the Empress Arcana, come from rich families, are a year older than the protagonist, were put in an arranged marriage, and their fathers, suffer the same fate. Because of her gentle personality, Haru is often underestimated, even by her teammates. However, it is hinted that she has a sadistic side. She admits she feels excited when shadows beg for their lives, that cutting down enemies as they approach is a thrill, and that she sees combat as a form of stress relief. Her sadistic streak is enough to unnerve even Makoto.
Noir, I'd appreciate it if you held off on the homicidal remarks until after you put your weapon down.
And there you have it, Sadistic Floof Cinnamon Roll Haru. Thank you for watching and look forward to the next video.